You know what time it is. It's Queen Talk, not small talk. Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful, happy Tuesday. So, someone actually sent me this video. It's actually really funny because the main video, the very first video, well, the first woman in the video, because it's like multiple. Someone actually had tagged me in it like a week ago on TikTok. And then someone actually had emailed me, I guess, a reaction video that a man did to a series of videos that were pretty much talking about women are evil. So we're going to watch that. So this is going to be some guy's channel. There's no need to know the name of his channel because we're not going to watch that shit. But it's his reaction to what the women are saying. Please do not forget to like. Okay, please press the thumbs up. Also, do not forget to subscribe. I have everything linked in my link tree here on this profile in my description. You will find my spiritual channel there. You will find my Patreon there, where I talk and teach dark femininity, dark manipulation, how to learn the game, play the game so you don't get played. And then I also have my one-on-one consultations there. Just to be able to help you using my wisdom and my knowledge with any advice, whether it be with a man, whether it be with a friend, whether it be with you wanting to start your own business, any life transition that you're trying to make, you can consult with me one-on-one and we can help improve your life together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it.
This is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women, and I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil.
Jesus Christ.
It's an evil world we live in.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
I think that she has come to the conclusion that she thinks women are just pure evil. My goodness, bro. I know the women did not take this very well. I'm pretty sure of it. We're gonna try to get through this.
I don't watch his content, so I don't really take him to be as like an Anton Daniels or Kevin Samuels or anything, but he is giving Timu Tupac.
Man, I already know the dislike button gonna explode on this one. Anyway, but thanks though, because y'all helping the algorithm. So I don't know why people think that actually hurts you. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women, and you know, like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit, and you know, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do. The paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation.
Mind you, actually, let's look this up because that's like a very red pill talking point with this whole paternity thing. Okay, and also the whole Bible talk. If you're new here, you already know my stance on Christianity and religion and things like that. I got a spiritual channel for a reason. Let's look at the statistic of paternity being an issue. I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna look it up as
how good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil.
What?
Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like,
okay, so this whole paternity mess, because I wanted to be factual, because I thought it was 4%. It's actually less than that. So paternity discrepancies where a child's biological father is not the man presumed to be the father occurs in a range. It can be anywhere between 1% to 30%. It says that there are studies that suggest that the rate is closer to 1 to 5%, and the median rate is actually what I guess 4%. So 4% of the time, 4% of the time, the man is, raising a child that is not his, which would make sense. Because if women were so evil, why are men complaining about child support? If we're going based off of what she is saying with the whole women are evil and they're putting paternity onto men, and they're classifying the wrong man as the baby daddy, then why are the men complaining about child support? If they're all having babies and they're not the fathers, then why are they complaining about child support? That doesn't make any sense. So women are evil because 4% of the time, they don't know who their baby's father is. But then there's deadbeats all over the place. There's deadbeats all over the place. Men that don't want to pay child support, men that will literally. I was watching a video yesterday and a woman literally said that her now ex-husband, who was a mechanical engineer, he was paying $3,000 a month in child support. $3,000 a month in child support. He got so sick of paying for child support, he got a job flipping burgers. He got a job at a fucking fast food restaurant. That way he does not have to pay as much in child support. If that is not evil, I don't know what is. You don't want to take care of your own children, but all of a sudden women are evil because of paternity. Now, it would have made more sense if she was like, women are evil because they're fighting with other women, because there's a reason why men are talking about what this woman is saying. And the reason why is because she's really not talking about women being evil in a way that happens in mass. She's talking about women being evil in a way that would be evil to a man. If she was talking about women being catty, women fighting over men, women being jealous of other women, okay, completely different subject. Totally can agree with you there, especially when the woman is male-centered. Makes perfect sense. She's talking about women being evil in relation to men. So when you're watching this, I want you to make sure that when you're watching this, you're keeping it in the frame of context in how she is relating women being evil.
Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, I want that type of way about me. So about people, period, but especially women. So if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so I've noticed that the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that, are usually the worst, because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it. And so I really just think most women are naturally evil, period. I just think they're evil. And not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous, deceptive, conniving. Like, you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the daggers. You just feel that demonic spirit. Women are evil. I don't care what nobody say. Women are untrustworthy, deceitful, demonic beings. I said what I said.
Now, I don't want to sit over here and say I disagree with her, but I think I'm disagreeing with her verbiage. Just follow me on this one. Because one of the terms that I use on my channel all the time is inherently selfish. Now, I know she said naturally evil.
What I find interesting is that even if we lived in a world, where, okay, when it comes to like manipulation and being deviant and things like that, no matter what, women are all, we live in a patriarchal society where women are always going to be blamed for everything anyway. even if women could not speak, we would still be considered evil because our bodies are seen as very, very seductive. They are seen as something that riles men up. And so men consider that to be evil. That's the reason why in certain countries, the woman has to cover up her whole body. She has to cover up her whole face. There are some countries where women cannot speak. They cannot speak anymore. And that's essentially what she's saying off the backing of the Bible. A woman, based off of the Bible, a woman's existence is evil because it brings out the lust in a man. And so instead of men saying, hey, I need to figure out why I'm lustful and deal with that, it's no, because I'm lustful, it's your fault. And so now we have to do something about that because I'm not going to control my lust. The number one thing that a man hates about himself is the fact that he is lustful. That is like the one thing that he absolutely hates about himself, because at the end of the day, they cannot be productive when they are lustful. They cannot get any validation when they are lustful. This is the reason why men want women a lot more than women want men, because men are lustful creatures. That's who they are. And so that gives us value because we're wanted more. We're able to gain more validation. A lot of the evil talk, girl, please don't full screen his video. I don't want to see that face. Okay.
I like to use the term naturally selfish because she even mentioned it herself. She said, I got this me thing about me. And she said, everybody, but especially women. And that's true. Because I mean, I've done dozens of videos showing y'all how selfish women really are. And then there's also what she mentioned about women being jealous, even of other women. And I want to show y'all an example of that. Check this out.
4'1" or something like that. Y'all see her? She said 5'2". So we walking out and there's some guy.
Is this Ice JJ Fish? Y'all remember Ice JJ Fish? Is something about you, girl, that just makes my head wanna twirl. I didn't know Ice JJ Fish was doing reaction videos.
He's like maybe like 6'4" or something. I'm like 5'10", right? Okay, y'all got the context. So why would you talk to her when you got the model right here? I'm not trying to be a bitch, right? She's pretty, right? But why are you talking to the short one when I'm right here? You walked past me first.
You are an asshole. And most men, we can read that. Like, one thing a man is good at, we good at putting women into categories right when we meet them. That's why.
Right here, I'm gonna stop Ice JJ Fish. Right here, I'm gonna watch Ice JJ Fish. Stop his ass. Okay. First of all, I don't know why a woman is comparing herself in height. I have no idea why this woman is comparing herself in height as if she is a man. I feel like that's a very weird thing to naturally people are going to be competitive, right? That's just the world that we live in. But that's a very weird thing. Sounds like she does have an insecurity on her height. That's the reason why she's upset, because she's insecure that she's tall, which means that she will come off more intimidating to men. It will bring out men's insecurity because she is tall. So we already know that that's the reason why she's making this video. She has insecurity centered around her height. Enough of her. This is what I don't get about. This is why when men make videos like this and then try to say, well, women are jealous and women are evil and women are this and women are that. Men pit women against one another all the time. This is why Black women are the least married. Once you're 30, you hit the wall. We don't want no big back. We want a natural woman. We don't want a woman with all that hair, that makeup on. You're literally stating your preferences to pit women against one another. That's all they do on the internet. You're not sitting here saying, you're not talking about, okay, men are always talking about what a woman should be, how a woman is supposed to be. We don't want you with these BBLs. We don't want you with makeup on. We don't want you with this. We don't want you with that. And then they get mad when you decide that you just want to do things because you like how you look with your hair done or your makeup done or your nails done, or you got a BBL because you had an insecurity around your body. And then all they're doing is constantly pitting women against one another. It's not like you're speaking positively on women and embracing women based off of their differences. So how are you facilitating women not being competitive when all you're doing is triangulating women to keep competing over you so that way you can have access to a woman?
Why it's very, 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 very important for you to be a walking billboard of what you feel you deserve to have, because we can read your ass. And he already do. She wasn't about shit. That little fofo.
No, he didn't. He didn't just, that has nothing to do with anything. When men tell you this bullshit about, oh yeah, we knew right away, we could tell right away. No, it's very simple. It's very fucking simple. He wanted a woman who was shorter. She's 5'10". 5'10" is very tall. He probably didn't want to be with a woman who was close in height to him. So he went after the short girl. Oh shit, that scared me. I have an incense burning, and the incense was like burning like in a long wick, and it all fell off at the same time. Whoo, that scared me. I jumped like I seen a ghost.
One, yeah, he gonna ride her like a rodeo bull. Yeah, you come with problems.
Look at what he just did. Look at what he just did.
Important for you to be a walking billboard of what you feel you deserve to have, because we can read your ass. And he already do. She wasn't about shit. That little 4'1", yeah, he gonna ride her like a rodeo bull. Yeah.
What did I say? They're just choosing the woman that they want to have the most fun with in the bedroom. But to be able to compare yourself as a woman based off of height, I kind of feel as though it was giving insecure. Sorry, not changing my opinion on that. Because why would you be caring about a woman choosing a man choosing a woman that's shorter than you? She's saying, how can he choose the shorter one because she's more of something to look at because of her height? Get it? Men don't care. Men don't give a fuck. Did you not just hear what this man just told you? This man literally said that he wants to be dominant over someone. He doesn't give a fuck about what you have to offer. He doesn't give a fuck about what it is that he has to look at. At the end of the day, when a man is first looking at you, he is looking at, first thing that he's noticing is, would I sleep with her? Would I fuck her? That's the first thing that men are wondering when they look at you. If he's 5'10" and she's 5'10", in most cases, he's not going to be able to have a feeling of dominance over a woman. Like, who cares? If they're not paying attention to me, who cares?
You come with problems. And this goes to show, like, most women, y'all not really true friends. Because I done seen some women let their homegirls go to the club and they build like ping pong paddles and let them wear mannequin stuff, and they ain't built nowhere like them at. Built like a stop sign, built like a PlayStation controller, built like a stapler, built like an office chair.
So how did we go from women being mean, and how did we go from men being able to clock women, and then look at what he's saying? Like, what? How did you go from that to pretty much talking about women being bad built? I'm so confused.
He said built like ping pong paddles, bro. Oh, he took me out with that one. Nah, but on a serious note, was anybody else paying attention to her friend going off in the background while she was talking on the phone? Because she was like, I'm 5'2", bitch. And then she kept talking. Something tells me they had a conversation about this before she decided to post on TikTok about it. And her friend did not like that shit that she did that. Because I'm like, you look real petty and jealous to sit over here.
Yes, it's giving insecure. It's giving insecure. No woman that is actually secure is going to feel like a woman she's in competition with another woman. People like what they're going. People at the end of the day, people like what they like. If someone prefers someone shorter, then they want to be with someone shorter. If someone prefers to be with someone taller, thicker, skinnier, a certain race, that's their preference. Who cares? You're not going to be the favorite every single time. Like, no, pure insecurity there. You can't tell me any different.
Here and do some shit like that. Oh, why couldn't you talking to her? I'm top. You 6'4", I'm 5'10". Like, why are you going after her? Like, don't get me wrong, she pretty. And seeing now your friend over here storming off like, bitch, you ain't shit. You ain't no real friend. I don't know, but let me know in the comments if anybody else was paying attention to that. I low-key was paying attention to that more than what she had to say. And then, she did mention the gimme part of women. And, I come across content like that constantly. Like, for example.
Is this a W or an L for this generation? Watch this video all the way through. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
It's the best way for a guy to shoot their shot at you. You're like, in person, we rather like somebody shoot their shot on a DM.
Yo.
A little Zelle, a little wire transfer, a little invoice. Okay.
Chewing that gum hard.
As she should. If you're dealing with men and money is not the motive for you, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. What else? Because only male-centered women actually care about the idea of being with a man. Only they care about that because they don't know male nature, or at least they don't accept male nature. They're still in la la land over men. The women who are not male-centered and they're out here pretty much like, listen, if you ain't paying, you ain't staying. If you ain't paying, you ain't staying, because my life is good the way it is without you being in it. The only reason why you would need to be speaking to me, having sex with me, dealing with me is if you are paying. That's the only way. And men are so pissed off about this. They're so pissed off about this because it confirms the fact that they don't have any inherent value. Men are very, very angry about this. And so when we say that they cannot come to us unless they have money, it hurts their feelings. It hurts their ego. They think that they think that they're so good. They think that they're so special. They just get to show up and say, hey, it's me. I'm here. I have a penis just like all the other 5 billion men. I think the same way, just like the 4.9 billion men. I make the same amount of money, just like the same 4.8 billion men. And it's like, so then why would I be dealing with you? Why would I be dealing with you when it's a conveyor belt of you all? They think all they have to do is just be a man, and we should be like, oh my God, yes, yes. As if they're not in your DMs, as if they're not catcalling you when you're walking the street, as if they're not approaching you at the most inconvenient time, annoying you. Like, yes, yes. This is how women are thinking.
Right, straight to it. Straight to it. No, I'm with you. I mean, I'm not with you, but I like I like an in-person situation, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, we're in the world of like social media, so I really wouldn't mind it coming through like DMs or anything like that. But I think it needs to be direct, or it's not gonna be like properly addressed. Like, I don't like. You ever had somebody had a homeboy come to you like, "Oh, my man said," I'm like, "Are you 5? Like, why is he coming up?"
Oh, there's a rental?
No, there's not.
Is that way? Oh, okay.
It's my car. Why?
Okay, no, I was just asking because, you know.
So you telling me we're going to square one if there's a rental?
I just don't want to waste neither of our time. I'm a high maintenance girl.
High maintenance?
Very high maintenance, baby. I gotta get my nails done every week, eyelashes every week, hair done every week. And
Why?
this is just how I live my life.
I have a question. Why you can't pay for your own? Why I gotta pay for that?
Because you're a man. If I'm giving you my money, then I need some money. I'm not just gonna give you free. That's not how it plays out here.
You're not my woman, right?
Not yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you're from.
Miami. I've been in here for 2-3 years already.
You know what it's given?
Greedy.
No, gold digger.
Selfish.
Gold digger.
You know why? You could call me whatever you want.
You know what you could do right now, bro? Because you're getting me mad. And I don't really f with it. You can get the fuck up out my car and keep walking wherever the f you was going, because
this is probably a skit. But the best thing in life that you could ever do as a woman is take pride when a man is calling you a gold digger. Take pride when a man is calling you selfish. Take pride when a man is calling you greedy. You should be all of those things. Ladies, most men, when they go out in public, no one is looking at them. No one is paying attention to them. No one is complimenting them. No one knows of their existence. Every single time you go out in public with a man, you're going to be giving that man attention that he is not going to get on a regular basis, especially when you are a beautiful woman. He's going to have the most eyes that have ever looked at him when you are on his arm, when you are out in public with him. This is the reason why these men will want to like fly you out when they're on vacation. You'll be in your own little home, small town that you all are both from, and all of a sudden he's in Miami and he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to get you flued out." Because they just don't want to sleep with you. No, they want you to go out with him. They want you to go on the restaurant. Yeah, because they want to go on vacation and not be alone on vacation, and then also get confirmation that I'm in a new place where no one knows me, which is going to further add to the idea that no one gives a fuck about me. No one is checking for me. In your beauty, you paid for your beauty. Whether you are wearing makeup or nails or anything like that. If you're fit, you're paying money for groceries. High quality groceries, prepping your meals, waking up early to go to the gym, investing the time in going to the gym. Even if you don't wear makeup, you're investing into your skincare. You're investing time into your morning skincare, your night skincare. They're not going to be able to just get that for free. Point blank, period. That's worth something. You have invested in yourself, and he gets to be able to get an advantage off of the investment that you've made into yourself. If you weren't beautiful, he wouldn't even acknowledge who the fuck you were. If he did not think that you were attractive, he would not be taking you out. He would not be asking you out. So whatever you're investing, time-wise, money-wise, it should be compensated if a man decides that he's going to come into your life, because you're going to have to invest more time with him. You're going to have to give up more things with him. And then men will wonder, well, how come after the babies, she doesn't look the same? How come you don't keep yourself up? How can she keep herself up when she is in the time that she had to invest in her beauty, the money that she had to invest in her beauty, she no longer has it anymore. She got a kid now. If he cannot replace your beauty investment monetarily and time-wise, he's wasting your time. How you going to expect a baddie that you met with no kids, and she has all the free time to get her hair done, her nails done, spas, massages? That's why she looks beautiful. She's living a very stress-free life. She is giving herself all the things that she wants. How do you expect her to go from that to then get married and then have 2 kids and work a full-time job? How is she going to have enough time to get her hair and her nails done? How is she going to have enough time to keep up her skincare routine? How is she going to have enough time to be able to cook food for you and the 2 kids and herself? She's not going to have any time if you are not paying for those things, or if you are not freeing her up to be able to do those things. You know how many women I talk to? How many women I talk to and they're like, oh my God, my boyfriend or my husband is calling me because he's with my daughter or my son. As if he's babysitting. He's not fucking babysitting. That's his child. That's not babysitting. That's really him raising his child. If you are a woman and you have a child with a man and you're stressed because the phone is ringing off and he doesn't know what the fuck to do, you've made a really bad investment in having a child with this man. I want you to know that. You made a very terrible investment into this man by giving him a child, because now he can't even give you the time that you need, the peaceful time that you need to be able to get any of these things done, even if he is paying for it. If he cannot give you the peace, the time, the money to maintain your beauty, you're going to get less and less beautiful. Usually the most beautiful women are the women who are single, who don't have any stress, who can do as they please. It's usually the women that are married in these long-term relationships. They're tired. They're drained. Like, no. I'm up at 4:30 in the fucking morning to go to the gym, and you're trying to offer me a fucking coffee date, but then complimenting me on how nice my body is. No, get out of here.
I'm not fucking with your vibes.
With a lot of rich men.
Go ahead, go to your rich man. Get the fuck up on my car.
Yeah, that woman was being dead ass serious when she was talking about that Cash App shit. Yeah, she tried to play it off like she was joking, but she wasn't. But
I'm laughing at him reviewing it like it's serious. It's obviously a skit, but
other video, my fellow Miamians, if anybody from Miami or has been to Miami or is familiar with Miami, is that how the women really move down there? Because I've noticed like these gold digger videos, they always seem to be in Miami.
the women are going to Miami because the men are paying in Miami. They're going where the money resides. Exactly. Maybe 10% of the women are like this in Miami. Exactly. Women that are deciding to go there, it's because there are men there who want to spend money on women. Point blank, period. Like they're not going to a place where there's no market for them to be able to potentially get money. Like, that's just how it is.
And whenever you hear stories about girls in Miami, and this is another reason why brothers get triggered when women mention Miami. That seems to be like the rich man playground, or where you can go and flex for a weekend and get baddies and rent cars and shit. Because I guess that's the reason why she said that, because brothers really go down there and do that. Like, is that really a thing? Like, are women down there really just trying to find the wealthiest man they can get their hands on and just clutch onto them and get what they can out of them?
Yes. You're getting warmer. Yes. Good job.
Because if that's the case, man, I don't think I'll ever be in Miami, bro. Because I've always wanted to go. I had like a couple layovers in Miami before, and I've always wanted to go. But the more people talk about the women in Miami, the more I'm just kind of put off by Miami, man. But I think I would probably still go just to visit, just to see it. But other than that, I'm cool, bro, because that shit sounds depressing.
Yeah, the level of disloyalty that the females have nowadays is insane to me. Baby, if I got a nigga, it don't matter. Baby, I'm riding for my nigga. I'm not going against him for nobody. Not in public, bitch. I will go against him at home, bitch. I will say something to him at home. I'm not about to embarrass my man. I'm not about to go against him in public. I'm not about to sit there and disrespect him or make people feel like they comfortable. What the fuck be wrong with y'all? Like, y'all man is gonna protect y'all. Y'all need to protect him. Protection not only come from the masculine sense. Bitch, where's y'all morals?
I found out women, they mostly cheat on.
Hold on. I have to be a troll. I have to be a troll, okay? I just have to be a troll for a second, okay? Like, give me a minute. I have to be a troll. As soon as I seen her face, look, we have to laugh. We have to laugh at this. As soon as I seen her face, I was like, is this Lola from Shark Tales? Y'all remember Lola? Let me make it bigger. Why does she look just like Lola? She looks just like Lola from Shark Tales. Okay. Sorry.
On men if they willing to openly say, oh, my man is loyal. They just got enough confidence, he ain't gonna fuck nothing else with me. Most women I've ran through that I didn't know that was dating somebody else, they brag so much a lot about how loyal their boyfriend is, and now it's starting to make me think that, damn, if a woman just thinks that you're that into her, that you won't risk what you have with her, she's willing to risk it because she feel like you're not going nowhere. She's the one that's allowed to have fun because you're not going to be willing to do that yourself. And I found out.
You know what?
This is what I find so funny. Like, the most lying talking point that men are always trying to give is like this sense of loyalty. This sense of loyalty, and that women are always abusing the loyalty that men have for women. They don't have any loyalty. Like, loyalty where? They don't even have enough loyalty to their own children. You mean to tell me that a gender that is totally fine walking away from their own children, you know, you don't even share blood with your wife. You share blood with your child. You can't even be loyal enough to your own child to want to pay child support, to want to visit your child, to want to take care of your child. And you mean to tell me that you have all of this loyalty for women and you have zero for your children? And they always do this thing, this like fake self-loathing thing where it's like, see, you know, I cheated 3 times instead of the 10 times that I wanted to cheat. I'm being loyal to you. That was my loyalty. And look, you're so ungrateful. You're so ungrateful. All the other times I could have cheated on you, and you're so ungrateful. I could have cheated on you 10 times instead of 3 times. And this is how you're going to treat me? That's what men mean when they say loyal. They only held back 40% of the time, and then the 60% of the time they did whatever the hell they wanted to do, and they're mad that you're not giving them a standing ovation.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Speaking from experience, he might be right about this. Because I remember a woman that I dealt with years ago said the same thing about me. And I read, and because I'm more RP aware, I understand why she said that now. Now, do I know whether or not this girl cheated on me? God.
Y'all are so funny. All right, let me scrub past him. Let's go to the next piece of content.
Anyway, let's keep it moving.
See, why you feel like so many men don't respect women today?
I honestly feel like a lot of men do not respect women today because a lot of women do not respect themselves. I'm sorry. You got to give a man something to respect. You got to hold your own self to a certain standard.
How are you as a man not going to respect how are you not going to have inherent respect for a gender of women? And that's the whole reason why you even fucking exist. You literally came out of a woman. So you mean to tell me that you came out of a woman and a woman has to jump through all of these hoops and dot all of these I's, cross all of these T's at the perfect time, the perfect amount in order for you to get respect? You're never going to gain respect from a man. Once again, it's like what I said at the beginning. Because men don't want to control themselves. They want to blame it on women. Well, maybe you wouldn't have, maybe, something that would have never happened to you if you didn't go out dressed like that. And it's like, these men don't give a fuck what you're wearing. You literally could be covered head to toe. And if you have big tits and a big ass and you have a very nice body and you're covered from head to toe, what is that going to do? So now you're going to wear baggy clothes in 90-degree weather because you don't want men to talk to you to gain their respect, as if you don't have a face, as if they can't see that your face is pretty, and then they're still going to talk to you or catcall you or make comments about you. Once again, it's blaming women for their inherent beauty, for the fact that we have the ability to cause an arousal in men, and now that gets translated as we don't have any respect for ourselves. So women have to bend over backwards to do all of these things in regards to self-respect to get men to respect them. No one gives a fuck about men's respect. No one gives a fuck about men's respect because it doesn't work. And I have a video talking about essentially how men view women and how the best way to be able to garner respect from them, but not in the manner in which you give a fuck about getting respect from them. In the manner of you playing your cards in a certain way to get the result that you want dealing with said man. So like, men don't respect a woman. Men do not respect women who are very self-sacrificial. They don't. They will use those women, but they don't respect those women. Right? They are going to respect women who really aren't going to be all over them. You know what I mean? There's a level of respect that, yes, when you're making it harder for them, when you're actually putting yourself high up on a pedestal to make them work for you, men that actually are willing to give you something and they have something to offer, yeah, they're going to respect that. But inherently, naturally, there's nothing as a woman that you could ever do to get a man to respect you. There's nothing that you could do
to give a man something to respect. How do you want this man to respect you when every time you step out, you can see your ass, you can see your chest, these girls today leave nothing to the imagination. So
now, Auntie is only a few jumps up and down. Auntie is only a few jumps up and down from having her tatas be exposed. What are we talking about here?
I can see everything I'm getting before I get it. What is that to respect? You're not respecting yourself.
As if you doing that is going to make them want it less. As if you doing that is going to cut off the thing in their brain that says, I want to have sex. That's not how it works. They're not going to see you in more clothes and it's going to deactivate them wanting to have sex with you feeling or thought. Doesn't matter. If you're attractive, they're going to want to sleep with you. Point blank, period. So you might as well wear whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to sit here and suppress how I want to dress for some man's respect. Okay, what do I gain when a man respects me? They never tell you this. What do I get? What do I get when a man actually respects me? Because that's one thing that's what men do. Men will use a generalized word and then leave it to you to project what you want onto that word. So when you hear the word respect, you're going to think commitment. You're going to think, oh, well, he's not going to want to sleep with me. He's going to want to take me seriously. That's what women start thinking. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. When men say You need to do XYZ in order to get respect from us. It's a form of control. They're trying to use a way to control you. So that way you're always thinking of their opinion. You're always thinking of how they view you. It is a form of control. They're never going to respect you. You're a woman. They're not going to respect you. You think these men that are on rap songs talking about, oh yeah, I'm effing a B and I'm effing this B and I'm cheating and I'm shooting up the club and I'm doing all these drugs and I got this B and that B and da-da-da. Does that sound like they respect women? The men that listen to that, does it sound like they respect women? When men are over here giving a hand clap for Future and they love Future and that's what he talks about. So you mean to tell me that these are the men that they respect women? No. They just want to tell you what to do and hope that you do it.
Give a man something to respect and he'll respect you. And outside of that, it's up to the woman to set the boundaries and the standards of what she will and what she will not. If a man is disrespecting you and you carrying yourself like a lady, then that ain't the man for you. Like, move on. Sorry.
She was making sense until she said carrying yourself like a lady. So, because if a woman is not carrying herself like a lady, she's entitled to disrespect. She deserves disrespect because she's not carrying herself like a lady. She was making sense until she said that.
I don't accept that. We don't move like that. We don't talk like that, and we damn sure don't treat me like that. That's just what it is.
And really, I would like to add to that because I got multiple reasons why I think the same thing as well. I think one reason
void, according to the
shit that ain't
a woman who is not faithful or trustworthy. A faithful partner is essential.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand why all this Christianity content keeps popping up. My eyes. Oh no, what did I do? Sorry, y'all. Let me figure this out really quick. Oh, here we go. I see lips moving along with hand gestures that I proudly ignore while jamming out with my earbuds. The power of headphones are amazing. Who's screeching in the background like a gorilla? You all are so funny today.
Essential in any relationship. 2, a woman who is lazy and unproductive. A hardworking and industrious partner is a blessing. 3, a woman who goes out.
A hardworking and industrious woman as a partner. Baby, you want a man.
Out a lot and is not content to stay home. A partner who values home and family is vital. 4, a woman who dresses immodestly, drawing attention to her body. Modesty and humility are essential qualities.
AKA cover your body so no one else can pay attention to you. That way you can only look a certain way for me so other men won't have access to you.
5, a woman who always argues and quarrels. A peaceful and harmonious relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding.
How is a relationship built on mutual respect and understanding if you literally just said you don't want the woman to fucking talk? How can you have mutual respect when you don't want the woman to say a goddamn word? Because whenever men say that you're argumentative, when men are always saying that you're nagging, really it's just you being assertive and just calling out shit. It's just you calling out shit and clocking shit.
6, a woman who does not have a prayer life. A partner who prioritizes prayer and seeks God's guidance is a true blessing. As we consider these principles, let's remember that they're meant to guide us, not judge others.
Ugh. Christians be the first one to be like, demonic, demonic, demonic. Me hearing this, oh my God, it feels demonic. I have the sage on standby and I have the Palo Santo on standby. Hearing this is just tearing me up.
May we seek God's wisdom in all our relationships and trust in his sovereignty and goodness. If you believe in Bible, comment I believe and share this message. There are
Shout out to the Bonnet crew for the word today. Bonnet crew. Nah.
Not him saying bonnet crew on a soundboard. I don't think he has any more. Yeah, he doesn't have any more reactions. Oh my God. Bonnet crew. So yeah, women are so evil. Women are so evil because we want to put ourselves first and we don't want to be a slave to a man. We don't want to sacrifice ourselves and our happiness. And men hate that because men cannot benefit off of a woman that is putting herself first, which should tell you that the only reason why they want to be in your presence and the only reason why they want to be around you is to benefit from you while you get no benefit. That's the very key thing there. They want all the benefit while you get no benefit. You get nothing out of the deal. So I guess that makes us so evil. And guess what? I urge you as a woman to be evil. Yeah, we gotta get that demon spirit out of us, y'all. That demon spirit of them calling us evil, trying to call us evil, trying to make us feel bad, for putting ourselves first. You should never feel bad for putting yourself first. I already have tattoos on my back. I just dress conservatively, so you'd never know I have them. But men still complain about me dressing modestly. Girl. I mean, I have a full sleeve of tattoos, but I mean, it fucking is what it is. Obviously, in the winter season, it's a lot easier to be able to, I wear a lot of long sleeves, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about what these men have to say about my tattoos. Now, what I have noticed is that here in Florida, a lot of people have tattoos. Like, a lot of people have tattoos. I think out of all of the places that I've lived, and I've lived a lot of fucking places, I've never seen a place with this many people that had tattoos. And a lot of them, too. A lot of them, the women and the men, they have a lot of tattoos. Thank you for reminding me to go burn my sage. Yeah, girl. Yes, girl. I didn't even make a thumbnail for the spiritual channel today. I thought I wasn't going to have any energy. But I feel as though I do have a decent amount of energy. I might come back. And talk about like sleeping and sleep paralysis and astral projection on the spiritual channel later. Where are you in Florida? I live here. I'm in like the St. Pete area. I wear what I want. My validation comes from me. That's what I'm talking about. Wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do. There is no playbook to this shit. Like, if you are a woman and you've been holding yourself back from your own self because you're afraid of what a man is going to think. Well, like whenever I hear a woman say, don't do that because men don't like that, I don't give a fuck what they like. Doing what a man likes, what does that guarantee me? What does that guarantee me by doing something that a man likes? Nothing. The only time I benefit off of doing what a man likes is if it's for a paid service. whatever kink, whatever outfit, whatever role you want me to play. I'll be whoever you want me to be as long as you paying. I'll be whatever you want me to be as long as you paying. What, you want me to be, a schoolgirl? You want me to be a nun? Okay, I'll be those things. That's what you like? Okay, I'll be those things for payment. Girl, no, that's why it's important to live life. Yes. You want to live it. Yeah, because I think what happens is that it is so important for you as a woman to live your life as if you're never going to like find your person or marry your person or have the life that you thought you would have. It's just best for you to live a life for yourself, because like there are women that will wait until they're 35 and be like, okay, well, I thought I was going to get married at 35. I probably should start living my life now. Imagine the things that you could have accomplished already. Imagine the experiences that you could have enjoyed already if you just would have started living your life much earlier. And then you have to grieve longer. You got to grieve way longer when you wait to start living your life. Once you realize that, you want to know what? This might have been a fairy tale. This might have not been what I thought it was going to be. Men's insecurities are poison to us. Yes. Nice. My boyfriend took me there on my birthday in September. Yes, we did one of those dinner cruises. Do one while you're here. It's super cute. Hell yeah, girl. I'm a dinner cruise by myself. Get a sugar daddy while I'm there. Get a sugar daddy. Why this video looked like it was shot in 2003? Y'all are ruthless today. My dad beat me because I wore a mini skirt. I was 7 years old. Damn. My mom didn't even care. I mean, it wasn't a mini skirt, but like I always would wear like skirts and like cute things like that. And like even once I was in high school and stuff, like I wasn't dressed in like a hoochie or anything like that. But like, I don't know, the women in my family were always just kind of like, listen, you're only going to be young once. So like the women in my family, all of us were on tour buses, okay? Tour buses, meeting celebrities and things like that. So we've always had the concept of that, like your beauty is going to take you far. Your beauty is going to, your beauty is really something that you can leverage, and that as a woman, you should learn to leverage. And so, not at 7, obviously, but, as I got older, I became a young woman. The women in my family were like, listen, like, embrace the body that you have now, like, show off the body that you have now, because it's not going to look like that forever. You know what I mean? It's not. You're going to have wrinkles. Gravity's going to take effect. Enjoy the body that you have now, So I can't stand it whenever I hear women saying that, like, oh, you should dress a certain way. Men don't respect that. Men don't like it when you're not covered like that. I don't give a fuck. I like the outfit. I was so innocent, and you probably were confused. I couldn't imagine getting my ass whipped because I wore a mini skirt at 7 years old. I would be so confused. Like, why are you beating me for this? It's just a skirt. Like 7 years old. Like, you're so young. You don't have a full understanding of what that means. Like, too much. My beauty is going to take me far. Watch me come on YouTube soon. Yes. Hold on. It's getting warm in here. I'm in my luteal phase. So I am exhausted. I'm tired. I wouldn't say that I'm exhausted. I might just stream on the spiritual channel tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably just stream on the spiritual channel tomorrow. Yes, the progesterone is like, girl. So I'm trying to take it easy. That's the reason why, like, I did like something very light today. I didn't do anything crazy today because I'm like, you know, especially being in the gym every day, you got to show off. Yes, always show off. Yeah, always enjoy your figure. Yeah. Like, if you have body, you got body, yaddy, yaddy, you're in the gym, like, you might as well show it off. What's the point of like being covered? Just stupid. I got my cycle after a cord cutting ritual in your vid last night. Girl, the universe was like, bitch, rebirth time. I love that for you. The universe is speaking loud and clear to you. My dad loves dressing me like a Barbie. My mom was all religious. He said he was scared I turned out like a weirdo like my mom. Congrats on your luteal phase. Girl, I hate the luteal phase. I hate the luteal phase the most out of all of them. out of all the phases. The dreams are super good though. They are. The dreams are super, super good. I will say that. Thong bikinis all summer. I'm telling you, show off your body. Show off your body. I wish I knew the power of my beauty when I was in my 20s, but I'm glad I discovered that in my 30s and have been able to profit from still at 41. Oh, hell yeah. I love that, Jen. As women get older, there's just a certain amount of power that you start to harness because you care less and less. You do. You care less and less and less and less. And so, like, there's a lot of power that comes along with that because then you really start to make decisions out of yourself as a unique individual, not just as a gender, like what girls are supposed to do, what boys are supposed to do. That's one thing that, like, that's the one thing that turns me off about most men. The thing that turns me off about most men is that men are also male identified, that they don't have any individualism. None. They have no individualism. They talk about women. Well, women all look like ants now, and you all wear makeup now. The men that I see, they say the same things. They say the same jokes. They dress the same way. Like, there's really nothing unique. There's nothing unique about men. They have no individualism at all. It's like if I have a coin toss of like, okay, he's gonna he will follow IG baddies, he will play video games, he will probably have some type of vice. There's just like things that you can clock off that, like, that in most cases they're gonna do. With women, you never know. She may knit. I don't know. She might sell. She might throw sex toy parties. You never know. With women, it's always something like unique. Estradiol is women's elixir of life. Yes. Jessica knows all the hormones, literally all the hormones and how they impact you and when. It is really important to know your hormones too. I'm ready to be in some dental floss for the summer. Yes. Yes, I love ovulation is definitely my favorite too because I'm so pretty. So pretty. I got all the energy. Lifts are good in the gym. They are so male centered and they really are reading from the same playbook. Exactly. And it's like, how long did they think that this shit was going to last? That's what I'm trying to figure out. After hundreds of years, how long did y'all think it was going to take us to catch on to this shit? Like, they say the same talking points. They say the same thing over and over and over. And it's just like, oh my God, can y'all come up with some new material? Can y'all come up with some new tactics? Like, I'm bored. I'm straight up bored with these tactics and these talking points that the men are using. My period is sync with the moon, so my period, which lasts 3 days, is going to be on a super new moon. I love that. For 2 of the 3 days, magic time. Oh gosh, I love that. That's wonderful. Good time to do some energy work, some rituals, some spell casting, all that. I love ovulation too, and I can always tell when I am. That's when I ask for the most, and I always get it. Yes. That's how I feel too. I'm always in ultra receiving mode during my ovulation. But okay, y'all. I'm done for the day. I kept it, and it is a crazy week astrologically. It really is. I am done for the day. I kept it pretty short and sweet today. I'm going to get me some rest. I am, because I'm tired. I for sure will be on the spiritual channel tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be back on here tomorrow. I'll probably just be on the spiritual channel tomorrow. And my lovely sovereign sisters, I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.